Hi everyone, this is your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, the 4th of December 2019. I'm using the Deviant Moon Tarot again for today's reading. I used this the other day. I bought it, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. So all of you guys on Patreon, thank you so much for supporting me. And I avoided this deck for the longest time because I thought it was super creepy and it would creep you guys out. Like, I had the tarot of the tattoo tarot, I remember, and that was really grim. And you guys said, please don't ever use those again. They're so scary and ugly. So I thought you'd react to these like, oh my God, that's scary and ugly. But you haven't. Most of you have actually really liked these. I'm not sure yet. I'm still on the fence, and that's why I want to use them again today and see what messages they want to offer. Now that's beautiful. The Ace of Wands, how glorious. That is so beautiful. The Nine of Wands. I just do this when they're a little bit bent. Little bit bent, haha, just like me. Okay, and then we have the Sun. That came up last time I used this deck. Amazing. So the Ace of Wands is a gift from the universe. You can see this mother here having her baby in the cutest little pea pod there. And she's holding this Olympic torch. She is full of fire. She gives birth. The Ace of Wands that's amazing actually, because in the Gregory Scott tarot that we're making, I've depicted the Ace of Wands as a female as well. That's so interesting. So it's a gift from the universe. It gives you purpose and drive. It gives you a sense of life, purpose, and mission, and what your baby is, what you want to devote yourself to. So if you're someone who's totally lost in life, you have no idea where you're going, or you're at a crossroads, your kids have just grown up and they're off to college, and now you're alone and you don't know what to do next, this card is a gift. So if you listen today, if you pay a little bit of attention, you're going to get the answer to the worries you have about what am I supposed to do in life. It's also overwhelming, and I'm just, I can't even keep my chin up anymore. I'm so disappointed because it all just seems so hard. I never catch a break, and I just want to have one thing that I'm good at and not have to deal with all of these things. So you're in luck today because the Ace of Wands is one single wand. So instead of trying to save the world and work on the stock market and be in MI5 or Scotland Yard in London and be a member of the royal family and work at the local chippy, you can't do everything. So keep it simple today. Look within yourself and look at what your baby is, or you can have twins. I wouldn't try and tackle more desires than two. So, I want to start my own business and I want to change the way my family see me or look at me. And that you can do both things with one action. If they see you as a successful businesswoman, then you've succeeded and changed their perception of you. And then you don't need to be disappointed. You can celebrate in the sun. And the sun is the most important thing in our solar system, and it's as above, so below. So the sun is your solar plexus. It sits at the center of who you are, and it's what gives you fire and energy and life. So you're completely alive today. When you accept the gift that you're given, it cancels out your worries and your sense of being hurt and overwhelmed by having tried all of these jobs, all of these different vocations that didn't work out for you, that you thought were going to be great but weren't. You're disappointed, you're beaten, you're finished. Today, you get a second wind. The universe gives you renewed hope, and you say, okay, it hasn't worked 9 times. 10th time is the lucky charm. And if you do that today, you listen, then the 10th time that you try and find your life purpose and try and actually implement it, today, 10th time will be the charm, or the 15th time, or the 80th time will be the charm. I always remember the guy who made the light bulb. He tried so many different ways to get that thing working before it actually did. I think he failed hundreds of times. And imagine that. Imagine being able to keep going when you failed hundreds of times. Those are the kind of people we all look up to, but those are the kind of people we can be ourselves. And I'm saying this, it sounds very easy to do, but it isn't. And I should take this advice as well, because we can determine what our lives are going to be like, but it's just sometimes not that easy to get clarity. And today, these trees are simply growing out of her head. The torch is handed to you. You're given a gift. Imagine this woman receiving that torch. She's not aware of it. Someone comes around, picks it up and gives it to her. She would immediately perk up and smile and would say, "Thank you so much. Now I know what I'm supposed to do. I don't have to look to the past and be disappointed with what I didn't achieve and really just be disappointed and sad. You're giving me this wand, so hooray, I've got something to look forward to in the future. I'm passionate towards it." And then you and that other person or that other thing that comes into your life dance together and celebrate the fact that you now have a renewed purpose, and you dance so much and you celebrate so hard that you are burnt to a crisp by the end of the day because you've spent so much time in the sun. That's kind of a joke, but it is drawn that way, that the sun is the best thing we can have. It is warmth and love and power and control. And you're really just celebrating it, and you've got plenty of sun today. So if anything, be careful of how exuberant you are at the end of the day, or be careful of how joyous you are, because you can be a little bit extreme and you could overdo it with the happiness. And that could get you burned in the sense that other people who are still in this place will look at you and will be jealous. And some people go as far as then trying to sabotage you because they don't want you to succeed. Or you trigger your own ego and say, and your head starts messing with you and says, "You don't deserve all this success. You're worth nothing," remember? Your ego is always going to give you negative voices. So if you hear that, connect with your inner self. The Ace of Wands is going to allow you to have access to yourself and to produce something new and to know it utterly and truly and to want to protect it. Your perspective is going to change and you're going to end much happier on this day than you started, because you've gone from fog and confusion and not knowing what to do, and you've moved to clarity, sunshine, warmth, and knowing exactly the path that you're walking. So congratulations. If you struggle with this and you don't know what you're supposed to do with your life, work-wise, if you're retired and you don't know what you're supposed to do in your retirement, you're bored, or if you're working as a jeweler and you really hate it and you don't know what to do with your life, and the jewelry business pays the bills, but you don't like it, and you're 40, you still got 20, 30 years left of work. You've still got 20, 30 years of work left. So it's never too late to retrain or to do something else, because if you stay in the jewelry business, you're just investing more energy into something that's negative. And it's your life. You're meant to live a positive, joyous life. You're meant to have a positive, joyous experience here on planet Earth when you align yourself with your solar plexus, with your true power, with your unique way of living, and you embrace your own singular, unique identity. That's when you can turn the tragic into magic, and you can take a situation in your life which has been a slog and a fight and really heavy and hard work, and today you're being given a present that really puts all of that hard work behind you. It puts you on the right path, and it fills you with joy and love and enthusiasm. So congratulations. It's an amazing, amazing day for you personally to really grow on your life mission, on your travels, on your journey. You're making a huge leap forward today. In terms of numerology, we've got the ace, which counts as 1. This is 9, so that's 10. 10 and 19 is 29. 2 and 9 is 11. And 11 is the master number of service. So if you listen to yourself, or you listen to the universe, or you listen to nature, or you listen to the silence in your mind, or you meditate, or you swim and you create clarity in your mind that way, create that clarity, because it will give you a purpose, concrete information which you can utilize to be of service to yourself by taking yourself out of a negative situation, whether it's a negative working situation or relationship situation or living situation or financial situation, or as many situations as you can possibly think of, and you can turn that negative situation into something marvelous, fabulous, wonderful, and worth celebrating. So you can be of service to yourself, and as a side effect, you're of service to other people as well, because when you're winning, other people win as a result. So for instance, if you have an agent and you get the amazing role in Harry Potter, which pays you huge bucks, and your agent gets 10% of your earnings, that agent is going to be thrilled with your success because she benefits from it personally. So the better you do, the better other people do as well. So really just be confident, have fun, own yourself, make the day yours. It's going to be one of the best days that you've had in a while. So that's what I get for you for Wednesday, the 4th of December, 2019. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the button to order your reading with me, or click on the shop tab. There you'll find my readings. You'll also find the Gregory Scott Tarot. and special services like chart rectification. Chart rectification, by the way, is a process where I work out your time of birth. You give me 10 or more life events, and I'm able to work out exactly the hour and the minute you were born. So if you would like a personal reading with me, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. And for the astrology part, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. That's why the rectification is important, so that I can draw up an accurate chart, which changes every 4 minutes. So the time really is important. That shows me everything about your life purpose, your path, your vocational talents and aptitudes, what your baby ought to be, what you ought to be pouring all this energy into, what's going to make you happy and joyous. If you have any questions, I can answer them. So if you would like a reading with me, then please do head over to the website, gregoryscott.com. If you like this video, then please hit the subscribe button and share the video online. The monthly horoscopes for each sign of the zodiac for December, they're out now. I was a little bit late with those, so my apologies, but I published on the 2nd of December, which is when Jupiter, the lucky planet, moved into Capricorn. And that is a huge deal because Jupiter only changes signs once a year. So if you're not aware of how Jupiter is going to affect you, have a look at those December videos. Be of service here to yourself. Have a glorious day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.